Right. To the couple of people that are in here. See, if you've seen the, I'm gonna try to move my computer over a little bit. Uh-oh, what just happened? Can anyone see or hear me? That's the first question. Anyone? Can you hear me? Can I get a yes or no? I don't know if anyone can hear me or not. Can we? Can we hear? Can people hear me here? Anyone? I think I can. I think people can. Can you? Freaking hot. I'm trying to test the audio here. Anyone? I don't see anything in it. Testing out a new camera. So I'm just don't know if people can hear me or not. Let me see. Let me see if people can hear me. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay, so people can hear me. Let's see. Okay, so people can. All right. So anyone want to talk about the subject matter? Possibly. Got on a little late tonight. Could try around maybe 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow or something. I just got a little tied up. Mm-hmm. What just happened? What? All right. That's working. That's working. That's hot. So you can hear me? It looks like you can. I mean, I know I put it up on my phone to see, and just wanted to see if anyone's had experience with dating in this new digital world. if anyone's if anyone has had to put up with that things that I've seen in the dating world, if anybody done that. And before we do that, I mean, there's only 3 people here. We'll see. I don't know if did anyone see the people that are here? Did you see what Andrew Cuomo put up today? A tweet that he put up that he says, we simply cannot stay closed until the vaccine is critical mass. The cost is too high. We will have nothing left to open. We must reopen the economy, but we must do it smartly and safely. That is absolutely, I can't believe he said that. Did anyone read that? There was a tweet on Twitter there that they tweeted out today that actually said that. That's actually really scummy shit to say. After everybody closed their businesses and everything, and some businesses and a lot of businesses aren't coming back. Oh yeah, by the way, we need to open everything back. Absolutely amazing. If anyone saw that. If you saw that, or if you want to talk about dating, has anyone had to try to date some of these woke women? The woke women, it's pretty bad, pretty hard to do. So I didn't know if anybody has had to do that, or anyone that's that's in a relationship have ended up having to endure a woken woman. Has anyone here had to deal with that? We got a couple more people. Couple more. Anyone? Do like a guy in the comment section told me to for tomorrow, and just do the scheduled live stream. That's probably the best thing. Schedule live stream so that people already know that it's happening or whatever. And that's probably the way to go. That and I'll probably do that again tomorrow. It probably make everything a whole lot easier instead of just doing these pop-ups like this. Well, yeah, of course. You definitely got to be. Yeah, you got to be alone. It's the best. That's. I mean, honestly, compared to what to being completely miserable. I'd imagine that I had a woman tell me one time. There was a woman that tried to basically like really pressure me into talking about politics and social issues. And at the bar, she started to talk about she wants women. She was talking about the gender pay gap, and I think what it was is that she wasn't really that damn attractive to me anyway. So I guess I didn't really care. But I probably would have put up with a little bit more of it had she been more attractive. But I mean, I got in her ass about that, like facts wise, and yeah, that it didn't last. It didn't last long, and she actually got upset and started yelling at the bar, yelling at me at the bar. You don't believe in women's rights and women's. I was like, man, what am I supposed to do here? Absolutely amazing. So I don't, and I've seen from different people, you go to these sites and stuff like that. Like these women are they have on their liberal, If you voted for Trump, don't contact me. Blah blah blah. I mean, it's ugly out there. And to be honest with you, those will be the same women that are going to be by themselves. Those same women will be by themselves later on in life. They're going to constantly be by themselves. It is what it is. These women will be by themselves, and they'll constantly be by themselves. That's just the way it is. Sorry. How many? Okay. How many other people? And how many people saw the tweet by Andrew Cuomo telling us that we need to go ahead and open up, damn the vaccine and everything else? How many people saw that? Yeah, vote Biden or block me. Holy crap! It's funny that you say that because I have some friends that female friends that will get that have been on these dating apps, and they say that there's a bunch of men that say that too. That if you voted for Trump, do not contact me or whatever. I'm like, man, this is funny, you know. And I don't really know what the person. To me, the only way that really ever can get, the only way that can ever really be a problem is if someone is on the extreme left or the extreme right. That's really it. Because I've known different men and women. He votes conservative, she votes liberal, or vice versa. That'll laugh about the fact that they voted each other, that they canceled each other's vote out. And they don't care, and they carry on and say, whatever. What's for dinner, honey? That so it's just the weirdest thing to sit back and just hinge your whole happiness on who one voted for. And unless, like I said, unless you're way right or way left, that's really the only way that there's something like that will even make sense. To hinge everything on that. That's just it's the weirdest thing. You sit back and say something like that. If you vote for Trump, don't contact me. If you voted for Biden, don't contact me. Well, and honestly, Ty Green, if you to see a man say something like that, that's I can only say that's probably a really feminine man that would say something like that. Only a feminine man would say something like that. You said, oh, I didn't see this part. It says a while ago, you saw Douglas murder. It is not worth the trouble. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's a beta male move, man. To sit back and say, well, if you voted for this person or this is what you do. I mean, what do you want? Someone that's just like you? and it's almost, that's not even almost, that's very narcissistic. That's a very narcissistic approach. I want someone just like me. What is that? I want someone just like me, please. So you just so what? Because you feel as if you're that damn right, You feel as if you're that right that you need to that's the only way is to somebody to be someone that votes or then stands on certain issues, on every issue, just like you. Because I know a lot of people sit back and they talk about, well, there's a certain key issues or something like that a person has to line up, that people want someone to line up with. But the thing is that you have to ask. It's almost like when they say, well, we want to return, we want the good Republicans or whatever. That's what they say they want. Like the Democrats, when they say they want the reasonable Republicans. Okay, reasonable on what? Reasonable on what? You want the kind of Republicans that are pro-choice. That's not a Republican, or that's not a conservative. You want to, I mean, what are you looking for? And so in a situation like that, when it comes to that, is when a person says that a person has to have, these certain core values, and then what can a person not believe in, or whatever, what can a person not believe in that you're okay with them? And so and that just goes to show you that they're not really, that they don't really want, they don't really give a damn about anyone other than somebody that agrees with them on every single thing. That's really how that is. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do as far as this next one. It's 100 times. It really is. It's probably 1,000 times harder being a conservative these days. That's like a freaking, it's for people to sit back and act like that's the case. They're lying. They're lying. For people to sit back and act like being a conservative isn't really hard these days. You really have to sit back and say, do I want to let people know, how they got things? I don't know. You don't really want. So when people say that that's harder than coming out as being gay, I mean, it really is. Being a conservative is way harder than coming out as being gay. That's for damn sure. I mean, I don't think a person has to be gay that coming out as a conservative is a whole lot harder than being gay, than coming out as gay. Because then if that's the case, hell, there's people that go, they're clapping. They're clapping. People love that. So it's just being themselves. And then we'll protect that person if someone says something about the fact that they are gay. Now, let that be a person, like I said before, that's conservative. Says Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell has a main book on Little Philosophy. I believe it's called The Intellectual Savior, or something lofty. And that it really is. Social ladder, exactly. Yeah, and ignorance is bliss, and their ideology does not have to have any consistency at all. I heard that guy Young Ripper say that. I was like, yeah, I guess once again, they talk about, well, Twitter's a private platform. Y'all literally made that guy wanted to make that and took it to a Supreme Court for the guy for the baker to have to bake the cake for a gay wedding, and he didn't want to. You literally just did that like a year or two before. But then turn around and say, oh, well, but Twitter's a private platform. Wait, what? It's a private company, so they can do this. I mean, there's no consistency at all. It's the same as people saying, trust the science, listen to the science. Well, like I said, on coronavirus, the science would say we have every vertical. Every vertical would mean the one vertical we are missing. We need to do massive antibody testing to know just how many people have had this virus, so we can know exactly, how deadly it is. But they don't care about that. There's no consistency at all. Or the same, another glaring statistic and inconsistency is we only care about certain Black lives. Yeah, we care about Black lives really, really matter, except if they're killed by another Black person. Then it's just not really. There's no defending And the thing is that what's so amazing about it, they know it. They know it. They know it's no in their ideology. They know it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. People that promise so much to so many people, it's one thing for people on the left to make as many promises as they have. People that it's one thing to make a lot of promises to people. They're making promises to so many different kinds of people. That's what's so scary. They're making promises to black men, black women, black gay people, black trans, whatever. Every single letter, they're making promises to Hispanic men, Hispanic women, Hispanic gay. Everyone. It's one thing to just make a bunch of freaking promises. Now I'm starting to think you're full of crap. You can promise me and say, as a black man, I'm gonna make your life better. I'm gonna make your life this and that, blah blah blah. But how in the world can you promise to all of these different people? That is freaking crazy. And all of these different people, all of these different groups are out for their own self. They're out. All of these. So think about it. Think about it. If how many times have we seen this? How many times have we saw this on in different shows and stuff when an old man or old woman dies and leaves the kids money, and then all of a sudden it becomes a freaking all out drug. Soon as the person that's dead makes the person is dead, the person that has the money draw that breath. Next thing you know, the real fight starts. The real fight starts at that point when the person that has the money is dead. Then comes the real fight. So what's going to be pretty damn glorious is to sit back and watch all of these different groups fight for the scraps, and all of them to be disappointed. All of them to be disappointed. What's up? What is the good word? I was trying to talk about, well, of course it destroys families. Yeah, so I think that's that is, you're right. And I've said it before. I think that one of the things that gets overlooked is we thought that only black people would fall, that only black people fall for the banana in the tailpipe, so to speak, that only black people fall for. They think that the left is doing us a favor. Like every group, every single group are being told by the media that they're doing much better under this or under the leftist government. In Chicago, black people are doing great. Apparently, that's what I'm saying that's the case, even though that is not the case. They're saying that that's what it is. I don't know if my connection is or not, man. It says, what does it say? What does it say? That's a super villain, is what the left does. Yeah. What's good? What is called social planning are, in fact, government orders overriding the plans and mutual accommodation of millions of people subject to those orders. That's the truth. That's the truth. And the thing is that how the world, there's no way to social planning, to me, let's be honest, it takes individuals completely out of it. That's what's so dirty about it. Well, of course, yeah, exactly. It is a war zone because once again, they've looking at groups and not individuals. That's what the left does. They look at people as or the leftist ideology. It looks at groups and not people. So when you look at groups and not people, then what happens? Individuals get left behind every single time. Oh shoot! You know, I guess I need to hardwire. I'm thinking I probably need to hardwire the next time. Whenever, maybe I'll go get a cable. Anybody? Well, exactly. But Ty Green, what's so amazing? What's so amazing about that is that you ask the media how Chicago's doing, and they'll paint a picture, and it's usually the national media. They paint a picture as if everything's just fine. Everything's just fine in Chicago. All these different groups, it's amazing the way this whole thing goes. That all of these different groups are just they're flourishing. They're doing great. They're doing great. When, let's be fair, the science, like they say, believe in the science. The science shows that they're not doing great. That's what the science shows. If we want to look at if we look at the stats and look at the science, we'll see that they're not. Yeah. Well, the thing is, at least I think that's how you said. At least the problem, the thing is that the quicker we go ahead and get the divorce going, the better. Because this is literally almost like a real relationship. It's literally almost like I think it's basically a real relationship at this point. The longer we stay, the longer you stay, the more violent the more violent the person is going to get. So and the more resentment there will be. They're trying to make people that have paid off their student loans, that maybe didn't even go to college and whatever, make them pay and actually mortgage off their kids' future. So my kids have to pay for all these people. That's more resentment. So the quicker we go ahead and do this, the quicker we go ahead and do this, the better we'll be. We'll be so much better if we just go ahead, break it up, get rid of the federal government. It is what it is. And then at that point, if look, you can't ask Texas, you can't fleece Texas for money anymore. Illinois, or California or any of these other places, you can't fleece this. You are on your own. There's no bailing you out or anything like that. There's nothing. In Cali, they're wanting to live in California for a better life. They have no clue idea what the hell hold it is. Exactly. You should be able to just listen to the science. That's what we're told. Listen to the science. The science shows that California is horrible. The science shows that Illinois is done. That's the science. So why can't we look at the freaking science and say, well, hey, well, what are they doing? Because we don't want that for the whole country. That's the science. Is that dating sites, especially for left or right? That's terrible. Man, I'm freaking. I'm actually a little. Well, let me ask you this. I'm a little jealous of you. I was one of those things as a person that grew up in Houston, Texas. I grew up over there, and I can tell you this. I I looked up, I Googled some pictures of Idaho, and I was like, holy crap. I didn't know it was that freaking pretty over there. How's living over there? Because I've heard that that y'all have California liberals coming over to Idaho right now. Where is it to where? Oh man, see. I got one more kid that got 2 years left in college, and then I can be a little more frivolous about my career choices. So I go. I mean, seriously. You see, Idaho. I'm actually a little bit. I'm actually a little jealous that y'all get to live in Idaho, man. Is it really? Is Idaho very racist? Who knows that? Damn. So somebody said Idaho is very racist. I kind of got that feeling when I was up in Milwaukee the last 4 years. Milwaukee was pretty damn racist. It really was. It really was. Milwaukee was not the bastion, like the melting pot that liberal people would probably make it out to be. Where Idaho? Right. God dang! How are all these people from Idaho in one chat? What, 1, 2, 3 out of the 6 people here? Yeah, can't be many black people in Idaho. I remember it was like that. Got a chance to go up to northern Wisconsin. I got a chance to work in northern Wisconsin, up in Appleton and Green Bay area, and whenever I went to the bar, I didn't buy one. Whenever I would go up there, I didn't buy one drink. The white chicks in there love me, so I know. You know, I tend to wonder if somebody says, well, they see Idaho and they know there's not a lot of black people up there, so they automatically say it's racist. What it says, compared to California, people in Idaho are 10 times more. But they don't let Maryland. God dang. Baltimore. But the question is, once again, how's the dating in these places in Idaho and what is it? Idaho and Maryland. How's the dating? How's finding a decent woman or man? For people right there in the chat. Reasonable people. It's amazing. And I had a friend of mine from acquaintance of mine from Illinois, from Chicago. She moved to Los Angeles, and she's a far left liberal. Doesn't really work. Whatever. I think she's all for it. I think what's going to be left in California, it seems to me the people that are moving out and going to Idaho, it seems that they're the reasonable California people. It's not like Austin. I think it's not like Austin. And the only thing I can possibly think is that there aren't a lot of because of Austin in Texas, there's a lot of tech companies moving over there from California, and that's where you're getting your freaking liberals from. I think that's what it is, because I don't really hear of any tech companies moving over to Idaho. It seems like everybody, and I know I kind of a lot of people were getting on Greg Abbott about that in Texas and saying, "Oh well, HP's coming here, Hewlett Packard's coming here, or all these tech companies. And I'm like, man, look. And that's what I was getting at as far as that's what I was getting as far as the very small town or doing the Cosby pill and drill. I got a Cosby pill and drill. Well, so that's in that, but isn't that kind of a problem? Yeah, pill and drill. There's got to be one of the. That's got to be one of the funniest. The pill and drill. That's pretty messed up. You almost owe me some more tea, some tea. You say you survived the Baltimore riots by just staying home? See, this is bad. All of it is so bad. And I think we're all going to be, for the people that are single, it seems like we're all going to be alone. Before it's all said and done, we're all going to be alone by ourselves. Especially as long as all the women keep getting radicalized. There's no way you can't put up a. Who, me? Did I go to DC? Oh no. Oh no, I had to go to work. I had to go to work. And the thing is I would have never done something like that first. There's no way in the world I would have went to DC. Because when it's all said and done with, I don't believe in. I guess I don't believe in this whole big federal government anymore. I don't really believe in all that anymore. It's growing too big, and I think we've done way too much sitting here. You can't govern so many people, and that's one of the biggest issues. Is the federal? Each one of these states, it really is about states' rights. Let's be honest here. Honestly, the South had it right. It really is. It's purely about states' rights. It really needs to be that each state needs to basically run as its own country, with the governor as the president, because that's the easiest way to govern. But to sit back and have that top-down government, there's so many people that get left out when you try to govern 300 plus million people. It's impossible. It's impossible. So it needs to be broken up, because it's easier to say, hey, I can govern 10 million people in one state, 5 million people, whatever. That's easier to do. Each state has own rules. That's the best way to do it. It says 22, literally all my peers are talking about going down there. When it happened, I was in high school. My family raised me right. Yeah, that's just basically to stay out of it. Especially when there's actually punitive, and there's punitive damages. There's damages that are actually being paid for if you protest and riot for a certain reason, then it's okay. But if you do it if you're doing it for a reason that they don't like, then suddenly that they're all about law and order. Suddenly the left was about law and order. I don't know how that happened, but suddenly they're pro police and they're pro law and order. I don't know how it happened, but there it is. It's another one of those intellectual inconsistencies. Or the inconsistency, right? There it is, bam. What about anyone else? No dating apps. What dating apps That's the question. In Baltimore, same ones. People swiping away. It's a shame. It's a shame. I think like I said before, I think we'll all die alone, or all start meeting people the way that we used to meet people back in the day. That's how it'll go at some point, right? That's how it'll go. So what I'll do, it'll be another topic tomorrow, but I'll make sure that I do I'm probably going to start set for like 10 o'clock. And I don't know why I'm lagging a little bit, but we are. Yeah, I've chilled with the Amish a little bit up in northern Wisconsin. I chilled with them a little bit. We had a good time. We talked about some things. Damn, if they're popping up from most states, then that means that there's just not a lot of people there, which is probably a good thing. You're probably willing to stick around a little longer to make sure that the person you know. Now at these phases, now you'll see people stop talking to somebody for like really, really stupid reasons, you know. Yeah. What's that? Bumble, Tinder, Facebook dating. Yeah, I've tried all those, and I can tell you this: if you're a 22-year-old, that's all those places are madhouses. They're madhouses, man. They're terrible, and I would stay off of those. I really would. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up Facebook dating in real quick. Facebook dating in here in New Orleans. I tried that before I deleted Facebook the other day, and man, there was a bunch of hood chicks on there. It was terrible. A lot of hood chicks, a lot of old hood chicks. I saw a bunch of chicks on there with gold teeth. With gold teeth. Well, yeah, you probably will have to find someone on Parler. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people that did meet with Twitter, so maybe you'll find some project or minds or something. Find someone like that. What I'm gonna do? I'm about to hop off of here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set up the stream tomorrow at about 7 to 7:30. I'll have a different topic and try to actually stay on the topic, and we'll get that going. And for people, appreciate you hanging out. And I don't know. I'll try to get this. Okay, I'll try to get my. I'll try to get everything running right. I don't understand how it's got a little bit of lag, but I'll check it out, and then I'll actually try to hopefully set up a stream where it's where everyone already knows it's coming instead of just popping up all like that. But appreciate y'all. Be careful.